Hey everyone, welcome back to class. I'm your host, and today we're diving into an incredibly important explainer. We're going to explore exactly how Islamic values actively guide us to protect the world around us. So go ahead and grab your notebooks because we are unpacking some deeply meaningful concepts today. And this isn't just about high-level theory. It's actually about how we live our lives, literally every single day. Actually, before we open those notebooks and get into the nitty-gritty, I want you to just pause and truly think about this for a second. What is our actual responsibility to the earth? I mean, think about how our daily actions, the things we consume, the way we toss our trash, how we treat the nature right outside our doors, how does all that really impact the environment? Just kind of hold on to that thought as we move through today's material, okay? All right, so here is a quick look at today's lesson plan. We'll be covering our environmental trust, the Prophet's teachings on cleanliness, Islamic etiquettes for nature, the danger of wastefulness, and finally, how we're taking action in our community. Let's jump right in. Section 1. Our environmental trust. Let's lay down the absolute foundation of the Islamic perspective on nature.
Okay, so the absolute most crucial point for your notes today is this word, amana. Basically, amana means that the environment isn't just, property for us to use and abuse however we feel like it. No, it's a sacred trust. It's this really profound responsibility that's been given directly to us. And that means we're individually accountable for how we care for and protect it.
Think of it like this. The earth is quite literally an amana in our hands. It requires our gentle care, our mindfulness, and our active protection. I mean, when you start viewing the earth as an amana, suddenly just stepping on a plant or throwing away perfectly good food carries a much heavier spiritual weight, right? Moving right along to Section 2, the Prophet on cleanliness. Because, fulfilling our amana actually starts right in our own backyards. The Prophet taught us this really beautiful principle. He said, "Indeed, Allah is good and He loves what is good. He is also clean and He loves cleanliness. He is kind and He loves kindness." This totally shows us that being clean and being kind, they aren't just, good habits for a daily routine. They are divine qualities that Allah actually loves.
So what's amazing here is how this divine love for cleanliness translates directly into everyday practical actions for Muslims. It's a totally comprehensive approach. Cleanliness is this essential part of the faith that applies to keeping our bodies, our clothes, and our homes clean. Simply put, when we keep our personal environment clean, we're actively practicing our faith.
All right, Section 3, Islamic etiquettes for nature. Let's talk about the specific guidelines on how we treat the natural world once we step outside our homes. So have you ever wondered why cutting down trees without a valid, necessary reason is considered wrong in Islam? It's a super specific rule, but it points to a much, much larger philosophy about our place in the entire ecosystem. And the reason is that we have a strict, overarching duty to be responsible for all natural resources. And yeah, that includes the plants, the birds, the animals, and even the minerals in the earth. Everything out there has a purpose and a balance. Recklessly destroying a tree, that disrupts a divinely ordained balance. We were supposed to be protectors, definitely not destroyers. Which brings us to Section 4, the danger of wastefulness. Because if we're meant to protect resources, then exactly how we use them matters a ton. Okay, grab your pens. I want you to write this second key vocabulary word down right next to amara. Israf. Israf is the danger of wastefulness, or the careless overuse of resources. So whether that's leaving the water running while you're brushing your teeth or buying a bunch of stuff you just don't need, israf directly harms the environment we're supposed to be protecting. It's basically the exact opposite of fulfilling our environmental trust. As individuals, every single day, we're faced with a choice. We absolutely must intentionally choose preserving and protecting over pollution and wastefulness in our daily lives. It's a conscious, daily decision to just reject israf and fully embrace our amana. And finally, Section 5, taking action in our community. Class, it is time to turn all these amazing concepts into actionable, voluntary work. Theory is great and all, but application is where we truly learn and make an impact. So here's your interactive homework assignment. And the best part, you're going to be working together in groups. Because let's face it, teamwork is absolutely key when it comes to tackling big environmental issues. I want you to work as a team to design a poster, and this poster needs to clearly communicate the Islamic view on keeping the environment safe and clean. You'll want to incorporate key Islamic verses about environmental stewardship, use that new vocabulary we learned today, and definitely quote the hadith. The goal here is to create something visually engaging to educate and inspire others in your community to take their environmental duties seriously. But wait, there's more! Beyond the classroom walls, here are 3 exact steps you can take to perform voluntary work in your own community to fulfill your amana and fight local pollution. Number 1, actively keep your local environment clean from litter. Maybe organize a neighborhood cleanup. Number 2, protect local plants, birds, and animals. You could set up a bird feeder or plant a native tree. And number 3, consciously preserve local resources to directly reduce pollution and avoid israf. All right, class is officially dismissed. But before you pack up, I want to leave you with this final, vital thought. The Earth is your sacred trust. You've got the knowledge, you've got the guidelines, and now you have the exact steps. So the big question is, how will you step up and fulfill your environmental amana today?